Okay, we will see how to do this assignment. Drag this image into Photoshop and Ctrl Alt 0 is for actual pixels and Ctrl minus is for zooming out and Ctrl plus is for zooming in. Okay, now what we'll do is drag this image also into the canvas and click enter. Take the object selection tool, click on this. Now click on select and mask. When you click on select and mask, yours might look like this. Okay, by default it shows only 20% of transparency. If it is that case, increase the transparency and click on Ctrl plus to see the hair clearly and press spacebar on your keyboard and drag the canvas with your left mouse button. Now you see the yellow color is still persistent here. So take this brush tool, refine edge brush tool, and this should be in plus, and start painting over the yellow color. Wherever there is yellow, start painting with this brush. So this should do. Control Z. Yeah, this should do, and I'll click OK. So once the selection is done, click on this layer mask and the mask is created here. So the white area is visible and the black area became invisible. I'll click on Ctrl minus to make the canvas a little smaller. Take the selection tool, select this layer and scale it down and move it aside, because we need to create text on this side. Now take the path tool, click here and click here and drag, and click here and again drag, and if you feel this point is in the wrong position, click on Ctrl on your keyboard and you will have the ability to move these points independently. Now after this is done, take the text tool, click over here. You should get this curved arc over the text icon. Click there and type health is not valued. Now here you can increase the font size and if you increase it more, you might lose the word, so keep it till you can see the valued word. Now double click over this gray area and give it a stroke. Pick the color from here and make it slightly darker, and you can click on OK and decrease the size. I am giving it 10 pixels width for the stroke, and click on the drop shadow, change the angle to this side, increase the distance and maybe the size slightly. You should just see the shadows here. Now click on, once you're okay with the shadow, click on OK. So the text is created. Now let's create the below layer, below text. So again take the pen tool, create a path and take the text tool again, click here. Health is not valued till sickness comes. Now you can see that comes has disappeared because of the font size. Not everything is fitting over in this shape. So maybe I can take the pen tool again, click with Ctrl here and select this point and maybe increase the size of this curve, this path. So this is done. And now I will go to the health is not valued layer, right click, and I will copy the layer styles. What is layer style? The stroke and the shadow effect that we have given, that is, those two effects are called layer style. So I'm copying the layer style, going to till thickness comes layer, right clicking and paste layer style. So I'll get exactly the layer styles that I applied here, that will be copied here. Now I will take a polygon tool, drag it here, change the color of it to some green, and while it is still active, just make it slightly softer, smoother. The edges will become smoother. Okay, so this is done. And for this also I would like to give it a drop shadow and also a stroke, provided the stroke I will give it in white color, and maybe you can check with bevel and emboss if it works. I'll give little bevel, slight size, I'll increase the size to get that effect. And inner bevel, there is also outer bevel, emboss is there, so I'll put emboss here and click on OK. Now take the text tool again and type style yoga and bring it below here and reduce it and directly scale it down. Okay, now double click here again and give it a drop shadow, but not so much. I'll decrease the distance and decrease the size also. And click on OK. Now I'll duplicate this by Alt and dragging it with my left mouse button. I'll remove the space in between and add www dot and here dot in. Now I can scale it down and place it here. So this is your assignment done. Okay, provided I have to blur this, I'll select this layer, background layer, filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and maybe 10 is good enough. I'll keep it at 10 and click on OK. Take a text tool, type your name dash roll number and bring it up. Place it here and you can change the color of it here. You can reduce the size also. Here you can reduce the size. So this is done. Next, to submit this as a JPG, go to File, Export, Save for Web, and 65 is good enough. Take JPG here, don't take PNG, just take JPG, put the quality as 65 and the size will come down to 737 KB. Click on Save, and here again you will have to copy this format, naming format from here and put your roll number here and click on Save. So you can go here and this is your assignment to submit. Now if you want to submit it in PDF, go to File, Save As. Okay, before doing all these savings, if you want to save this file onto your hard disk so that you can access it anytime you want, just save it as a PSD file. Okay, PSD file, you can type this and you can put your number here and you can save it on your hard disk So this PSD file is available for you all the time to make any changes you want. Now, to save it as a PDF file, save as PDF your roll number and click on save. Here in general, remove the preserve Photoshop editing capabilities because this will increase the file size of the PDF. In compression, you should take this, if this is in do not downsample, you should change it to bicubic downsampling 2 and here put 80. Okay, and click on save PDF, and this is your PDF to submit. And the file size of this PDF is 3.43 MB and the file size of the JPEG was 738 KB. Now let's move on to the second alternative. For that, I will select the background. I'll select this background and off it. Plus, I will take this image and bring it here. Place it here. I'll place it in the center of this logo. Click enter. And here below, select this background layer which is off and create a new layer which will be created on top of the background layer. Now in this, take the paintbrush tool and click Alt here. With Alt, click here. You will get this pen drop icon. Click here. So this color is selected in this swatch. Now start painting it here. Now here, pick this color and start painting here. Now this side, click again Alt, with Alt, pick this color and start painting it here. And pick this color and start painting it here. Now I can still see the harsh edges here. For that, go to this Yoga Girl layer, create a layer mask. Now to get rid of this hard edges, I'll have to make it invisible there. I have to erase that area. So I'll take the paintbrush tool, take black color here and start painting on this mask here like this. So you will get rid of the edges on this layer. Now here I didn't paint it till here, that's why you are finding the invisible area. On this background layer, take the paintbrush tool again, pick the layer, pick the color from this and start painting it in the background layer. Now I'll select this layer again to give it a blur. Go here to filter, blur, Gaussian blur and 10 is okay. Click on OK. Now to save this project, again go back to File, Save for Web and click on Save and put your roll number here and click on Save. To save this as a PDF file, save as, put it as 02 and it's a PDF, click on Save. Here in general again, off this preserve Photoshop editing capabilities and in compression, it should be 80 to 120 and click Save PDF and your PDF is also saved here with a file size of 3.07 MB. Yeah, so you can either upload this PDF or you can upload this JPG. It's up to you. Thank you.